Yo, what's good everybody? It is your boy Fantastic. Welcome back to another video on the channel. And in today's video, guys, I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to get more FPS in Arsenal just by this one simple setting. This doesn't require a FPS unlocker. This doesn't matter about deleting your textures. I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to get more FPS by actually reducing something in your Windows settings. Now, this tip only applies to my Windows users who have Windows 10. I don't know if this works for Chromebook or Mac or any other PC operating software you guys play Roblox on, but this certainly works for all Roblox games. So as you guys see here, I'm running about 40 to 50 FPS right now to 30 FPS. That's really, to be honest, not good. As you see here, I'm the only one in this public server. I'm the only one in this VIP server. Now, as you see here, I have my computer actually set to 720p. I think this is 1280 by 720. That has to be like 1080 or 710 or 720p if I'm correct. And as you see here, I'm running. Oh, hold on. As you see here, I'm running about 30 FPS. Now, obviously here's laser tag, so of course anyone knows that it's gonna lag, but still. So as you see here, my FPS unlocker is turned off. Like guys, for people who are wondering, when you have a low end PC, the FPS unlocker isn't gonna work. So as you see here, I have it set to 60. As you see, I have it set to 60. Let me FPS cap. It's set to 60, but as you see here, I'm still getting the same frames. So I'm actually going to be showing you guys how to reduce your lag, how to get constant 60 FPS. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to actually want to go off in your Windows settings. So you're going to click your start menu. You're going to click settings. And then you're going to want to go to display. Now, once you go to display, you're going to have something called display resolution. All right. So what you're going to want to do here is lower that to, you can fairly much do it to whatever you want, but I suggest if you want a lot of frames, lower it down to like 8 by 600, 800 by times 600. That's about 480p, I believe, if I'm correct. So you're going to save those changes. And as you see here, ladies and gentlemen, your FPS just went up to 60. Now I'm actually going to turn the FPS unlocker off because it's probably not gonna work. I have it set to 60. As you see here, I'm actually in the same frames. Actually, that's kind of weird. But as you see here, you get 60 frames, guys. Now 800 times 600p didn't really work for me. So if that actually doesn't work for you, what you can actually do is go back off in settings. So click settings and then scroll down to advanced display settings. You're gonna click that. You're going to click display adapter properties for display 1. Then you're going to have this pop up. Now, what you're going to want to do now is you're going to actually going to want to go to list all modes. And then you have a bunch of listed modes. So then you're going to want to select it to this. Press OK. Apply that. Keep the changes. And see if that works. Now, if that also doesn't work, now as you see here, the FPS is now at constant 60 to 70. But if that doesn't work for you and you're still lagging, you can actually reduce it even more. So click back and then go down to display resolution again. Click it again. You can select any one of these. Now I usually play on this one, 512 times 384, because that really gives me a lot of FPS. And just like that, we're getting about almost 100. It's trying to get to 100. We're getting about 100 to 90, 80 FPS. Now, the only disadvantage of this is that, as you see here, it really fills up your screen and stuff. But one thing that it does do is your kill feed, for example, is probably going to be in the way a lot. So I honestly suggest full screening it so it can so therefore you won't have to be bothered with that. But you're going to be bothered with that a lot. Um, and like stuff like Discord and stuff like that is not going to be able to fit properly because of the display resolution. So for example, let me just go off in some random map. So for example, if you go like off an app like OBS Studio, you see how Like if you go off on some random map like OBS, you see how it's like so small and stuff compared to how it is when it's on normal screen. So that's about the only disadvantages you have. But other than that, this pretty much works in any Roblox game that you want if this gives you more FPS. This is about the only tip that I pretty much have for you guys. Like I said before, if removing textures didn't work or using the FPS unlocker is pretty much useless if you don't have a lot, if you can't get a lot of FPS. But this is actually the only legit way to get good FPS in Roblox. That's the only way. As you see here, it worked. Let me get back in Roblox. But as you see here, it worked. Now we're getting 100. We're actually getting 100 FPS. Isn't that insane? So this is proven to work. This is also how I stream also. So like, yeah, if you lag in your video games, this is about the only way that I can actually tell you. Another thing that I also do suggest also doing, as you see here, this is primary example of what it does. But you can also reduce your graphics down also. That may also help a little bit. But yeah, that is how to get good constant frames in Roblox Arsenal. If you guys find this video informative, please do me a favor and leave a like and also subscribe and turn on post notifications, guys, so you guys can get notified anytime I post a video on the channel. So yeah, I hope this worked for you guys. If it did, leave a comment down below. Yeah, I love you guys, and Wizard is out.